1,095 days, 3 years, 1 month, and 15 days.
It has been 1,295 days since your last victory. Can you describe to us the emotions that are coursing through you right now?
That's how long Nasa Hatakao went without winning. For a player who had 6 LPGA Tour victories before turning 25, who once competed in major championship playoffs, who was touted as Japan's next golfing superstar, this wasn't just a slump. It was torture, a slow, agonizing descent from elite champion to desperate journeywoman searching for answers that wouldn't come. Disappointed I didn't win almost 3 years, she admitted, voice cracking.
Oh, what a victory for Nasa Hatakao. A second TOTO Japan Classic title. She was a winner back in 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 TOTO Japan Classic champion.
Araki looks almost as happy for her as she is herself, which is amazing. What a great victory. I know it was short and sweet, one playoff hole. But you know what? She thoroughly, I think, over the course of the week, she's the player that actually maybe deserved the win.
Agreed. Yeah, she was 36-hole leader, 54-hole leader. She's got a mother watching on. You can see how emotional she is.
Always me and Greg, her caddy, trying to win in the tournament. But Sunday, November 9th, 2025, at the TOTO Japan Classic on home soil, the nightmare finally ended.
What a wonderful moment. Well, she's been getting lashed on by the rain all day long, and now she's getting that lovely feeling of champagne. She won't mind that one little bit.
And the story of how she survived 3 years of hell to reclaim her throne. It's a lesson in perseverance that every athlete needs to hear. This is Nasa Hatakao's redemption arc.
You had put a major point on your putting. How special does it feel to have made a lengthy putt to capture your victory after the playoff with Yuna Araki?
I hadn't been able to think that kind of length, for many years, for a long time. So I was really happy to think that, final putt. So it was kind of test for me. Yeah, but I was happy to do that.
And it's just beginning. Rewind to April 24th, 2022, the DIO Implant LA Open. Nasa Hatakao dominated by 5 strokes for her 6th LPGA Tour victory. She was 23 years old, world number 6, and looked destined for greatness. Then, nothing. For 1,095 days, nothing. At first, it seemed temporary, a few weeks without contending, then months, then a full year, then another, then another. The wind stopped. The confidence evaporated. The magic disappeared. By 2024, Hatakao had missed cuts in 2 of the 5 majors. Her best finish was T13 at the Chevron Championship. Respectable but miles from championship level, she fell out of the world's top 35. Sponsors questioned, fans doubted, and worst of all, she started doubting herself. There wasn't any victory for the past 3 years. I was worried this was going to get longer, she confessed before the TOTO Japan Classic began. 3 years without winning creates a psychological prison. Every tournament becomes suffocating pressure. Every contention becomes terrifying. Every chance to end the drought becomes an opportunity to fail again. And she kept failing. Close calls, runner-up finishes, near misses that felt more devastating than missing cuts entirely. October 2025, finished runner-up at the BMW Ladies Championship by 4 strokes. Birdied 4 of her last 5 holes in a desperate surge, but came up short. Again, March 2025, led after 36 holes at the Blue Bay LPGA. Finally had a chance, lost it. Each near miss carved deeper wounds. Each almost reinforced the cruel question haunting her. Am I still good enough? The drought became her identity. Nasa Hatakao hasn't won since 2022. That sentence followed her everywhere, defined her, tormented her. But the story of how she got here, that's where it gets truly heartbreaking. Here's what makes Hatakao's 3-year nightmare so brutal. She was destined for greatness from birth. Her parents named her after NASA, the U.S. space agency, because they wanted her to accomplish something that has never been accomplished before. That's the weight she carried from day one. not just succeed, accomplish the impossible. At 17 years old, she made history by becoming the youngest player and first amateur ever to win a major on the LPGA Tour, the Japan Women's Open. 17. Most people are figuring out college at that age. Hatakao was rewriting record books. She turned pro immediately, earned her LPGA Tour card, and then hit the most brutal reality check of her life. 2017 rookie season, made just 9 cuts in 17 events. Finished 140th on the money list with only $37,852. Lost her tour card. Imagine that. The prodigy, the amateur champion, the player named after NASA's ambition, kicked off the tour after 1 year. Most would have quit. Hatakao went back to Q school and finished first to re-earn her card for 2018. That comeback mindset defined her breakout 2018 season. 2 LPGA wins, including the TOTO Japan Classic. Yes, the same tournament she just won again 7 years later. By 19, she was a multiple-time winner, surging into the world's top 10. But the major championship, that remained cruelly elusive. 2018 KPMG Women's PGA Championship. She fired a stunning final round 64 from 9 strokes back to force a playoff. Lost to Park Sung-hyun. 2021 U.S. Women's Open. She shot a brilliant final round 67 to get into a playoff with Yuka Saso. Lost on the 3rd playoff hole. 2 major playoffs, 2 heartbreaking losses, 9 total major top 10 finishes without a single win. The pattern was agonizing. Hatakao could contend, could make brilliant charges, could handle pressure, but she couldn't finish. Couldn't seal the deal when it mattered absolute most. And after her 6th LPGA win in 2022, that pattern consumed her completely. The close calls stopped leading to wins. They just led to more close calls. The vicious cycle spiraled. By 2024, the 3-year winless drought was destroying more than her results. It was destroying her belief. Disappointed that I wasn't able to play in the Olympics, she said, after missing the 2024 Paris Games. For someone who represented Japan at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, being left off the team was devastating validation that she'd fallen from elite status. Her world ranking dropped to 35th. She was 26 years old, supposed prime years, yet felt like she was watching her career slip away. The whispers started. Maybe she peaked too early. Maybe those playoff losses broke her mentally. Maybe she'll never win again. And Hatakao heard every single one. Always me and Greg trying to win, she repeated like a mantra. Her caddy, Greg Johnston, an experienced LPGA veteran who'd worked with Michelle Wee West and Julie Inkster, remained loyal through the darkness. But even his experience couldn't unlock the formula that had disappeared. The most painful part? Hatakao was still good. Really good. Her ball striking ranked among tour leaders. Her iron play remained elite. 71.6% greens in regulation, 18th on tour. She hadn't forgotten how to play golf. She'd just forgotten how to win. And in professional golf, being really good without winning is torture. You're close enough to see the trophy, but never close enough to touch it. Close enough to remember what victory feels like, but can't recreate it. Close enough to know you should be winning, but have no idea why you aren't. March 2025 at Blue Bay LPGA felt like the cruelest tease. She led after 36 holes, co-led, had momentum, then collapsed again. Finished nowhere. October 2025 at BMW Ladies was even worse. Runner-up finish, 4 shots behind Se-Young Kim, who herself had just ended a 5-year winless drought. Hatakao birdied 4 of her last 5 holes in a desperate charge that came up short. Again. Every near miss reinforced the narrative. She can't close anymore. By the time the TOTO Japan Classic arrived in November 2025, Hatakao wasn't just trying to win. She was trying to prove she could still win. Prove the 3-year nightmare was temporary. Prove she wasn't broken beyond repair. I wanted to win this tournament before it began, she admitted. Not I hope to contend. Not I'd like to play well. I wanted to win. That desperation, that hunger, that need to silence 3 years of doubt, that's what Sunday was really about. Saturday night, November 8th, 2025, Nasa Hatakao co-led the TOTO Japan Classic with 20-year-old rookie Yuna Araki at 15 under par, 1 shot ahead of Miyu Yamashita, the hottest player in women's golf. Hatakao had shared the lead through each of the first 3 rounds, with different players every day. She'd led Friday with Ji Shin, led Thursday with Miyu Yamashita, now led Saturday with Araki. But leading doesn't mean winning. She'd learned that lesson brutally over 3 years. "I need spin control and distance control tomorrow. I will do my best," she said before Sunday's final round. Rain was forecasted, greens would be softer, conditions unpredictable, and the pressure suffocating. This wasn't just another tournament. This was the TOTO Japan Classic, the event she'd won in 2018 during her breakout season. On home soil, in front of Japanese fans who'd watched her struggle for 3 years, against Miyu Yamashita, who'd won Maybank just days earlier with historic comeback. The narrative couldn't be clearer. The fading veteran versus the surging rookie, the 3-year drought versus the hot streak, experience versus momentum. Sunday arrived, final round, everything on the line, and Nasa Hatakao played like the champion everyone had forgotten she was. Details are still emerging about the final round, but the ending is all that matters. Hatakao won. After 1,095 days, after 3 years of torture, after runner-up finishes and near misses and crushing disappointments, after doubting herself and hearing whispers and wondering if she'd ever win again, she won. The TOTO Japan Classic, the same tournament where she'd won in 2018, became the site of her redemption in 2025, 7 years later, on home soil, when she needed it most. "I'm so proud," she said, tears streaming. "I'm so happy to win this event. I wanted to win this tournament before it began. I am really happy to accomplish it." Accomplish it. The word her parents chose when they named her after NASA, the mission she'd been chasing for 3 agonizing years. Finally accomplished. This wasn't just win number 7. This was survival. Nasa Hatakao proved that 3-year droughts don't have to be career enders, that playoff heartbreaks don't define you forever, that losing your tour card as a rookie doesn't mean you can't become a champion. She proved that perseverance, unglamorous, painful, doubt-filled perseverance, eventually pays off if you refuse to quit. "Disappointed I didn't win almost 3 years, but always me and Greg trying to win in the tournament." That sentence isn't just about golf, it's about life, about showing up when results don't come, about keep trying when logic says quit, about believing when evidence suggests you shouldn't. Greg Johnston, her caddy, stood beside her through every disappointing Sunday for 1,095 days, never left, never doubted publicly, just kept believing his player would find her way back. And she did. The TOTO Japan Classic victory does more than end a drought. 7th LPGA Tour win, ties her with Japan's legends, first win since 2022, validation she's still elite. Redemption at the same tournament from 2018, poetic full circle, proof major playoffs don't define a career. Those 2018 and 2021 heartbreaks didn't break her. More importantly, it proves Hatakao at 26 still has years of elite golf ahead. This isn't the end of a career, it's the restart. So what's the lesson from Nasa Hatakao's 3-year nightmare turned redemption? Never give up. It sounds cliche until you've lived it, until you've gone 1,095 days wondering if you'll ever accomplish your goal again, until you've heard whispers that you're done, until you've doubted yourself so deeply you don't recognize the champion you used to be. Hatakao could have quit after losing her tour card in 2017. She went to Q school and finished first. She could have quit after losing 2 major playoffs. She kept grinding. She could have quit after 3 years without winning. She kept believing. And Sunday, November 9th, 2025, on home soil at the TOTO Japan Classic, all that pain, all that doubt, all that suffering, it became worth it. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. 4 simple words that carry 3 years of agony finally released. Nasa Hatakao isn't just a winner again. She's a survivor. She's proof that droughts end. That belief matters. That perseverance pays off. Her parents named her after NASA to accomplish the impossible. Winning after 3 years of hell, that's impossible. And she did it. If you've been inspired by this comeback story, if you've ever doubted whether you can overcome your own drought, make sure to subscribe, like, share, and drop your thoughts below. Because Nasa Hatakao just reminded the world, champions don't quit. They just keep fighting until the nightmare ends. The 3-year drought is over, the redemption is complete, and the next chapter, it's just beginning. Welcome back, Nasa Hatakao. Golf missed you.